Hello everyone, this is Garrett204 here, and welcome back to another Minecraft build, and this here is going to be something entirely different on the channel. Many of you are probably used to the military bases and all that, military builds, but this here's a little bit different. This here is actually recreating a real-life building, the Empire State Building in New York City, in a 1.5:1 scale, and it's something that was very random that I decided to pick up on, and it actually came out really good. So hopefully this is something you all do enjoy and you would like to see more of, as this build was a lot of fun for me to do. Even though it took me about 7 hours to build, I think it came out really good and is going to be an awesome build to put into the model world, as well as a build that you guys can actually download. So this build is going to be available for download as of watching this video here. You can head on over to my Planet Minecraft and actually download the build for yourself. Everything you see in this video will be in that download. So I highly recommend checking it out if you are interested in this type of building and stuff, because this right here came out really good, and I'm just super happy with the overall design for it. And being an Art Deco style, it is a pretty simple build to make. It's just a lot of the repetition patterns and stuff like that, and really I was just being a little bit extra, using a lot of debug stick tools and a little bit of world edit magic to make some of the stuff work, and I think it came out perfect for a lot of aspects of it. So this right here is just building that bottom section where there's a lot of the shops and I think office buildings and space like that. But yeah, this right here is where we start to get into the upper portions of the tower, which I feel are more residential, but I am honestly not entirely sure with how the mixed use is laid out here for the Empire State Building. I want to say there is residential, but I'm not 100% sure. But you'll see here just a lot of this section here is building up a lot of like the same design, setting up the base of it, and then just really stacking it up. This section of the build was pretty cool to make. This is one of those things that I really didn't know existed on the Empire State Building until actually going and looking at it on maps and satellite view and all that. It actually has these little green patio sections on either side on top of these terraces here. I thought that was a really cool use of the space, but also just was a really interesting way to add some greenery onto a otherwise very two-tone type building. So it came out really nice there, and it has like little patio seating areas and some vegetation and stuff. It's pretty cool. And you can see here just again building up a lot of this terrace area. This right here is where a lot of the more complex terracing and stuff like that for the end structure, which will be our huge expansion that's going to shoot up in the area here, you're going to see in a second. But yeah, just kind of setting up this base section here for us to go ahead and expand upon and start heading up to the upper levels. We're now getting very close to the top of the tower, and you can see I did some really cool techniques here with invisible light source blocks to help highlight these areas that the tower actually does have lights on, which they can change different colors and stuff like that, but these two terrace levels here at the very top have actually lights around that would shine up on it. So I went ahead and used those invisible source blocks to create that, which is really cool. And you also see some communications equipment starting to be put in here, some of the different antenna and stuff like that, probably for phone and all that. But yeah, as you can see, just a bunch of those little antennas that are going to be sticking off the sides here. And you can see a good look here at some of the more intricate detail at the top of the tower. The tower's a little bit more detailed than the rest of it. Just has pretty much most of the, pinnacle designs and stuff like that on the very top. And you'll see the other side flipped over here and pretty much what it's going to look like on top there, which looks really good. Now, with that, we're going to be going ahead and moving into the observation platform here, which is where most people would go and visit the tower from to be able to see the sight line from it. They have different binocular things you can, put a coin into and look out of, and just overall a pretty cool area to just hang out and look at. New York City is probably one of the highest points of the actual city you can get to the public, and yeah, it just looks really, really cool there. So observation platform there that does have some of the anti-scaling fence there to keep people from jumping off the building, but also throwing stuff. And you have the main kind of, I guess, visitation center or something. I'm not exactly sure what's all in here, but it looks like a lot of windows and everything. I've never personally been, but after pulling this tower, I think it'd be pretty cool to visit the tower and see how close I actually got it to it. Yeah, pretty cool area right there. You can see all the communications equipment, antenna, and stuff like that being put up on top there. And the spire is starting to be built here, as well as, some modifications and stuff like that to the structure. But overall, that's going to pretty much wrap up the build. The rest of this time lapse is going to be doing the top spire and all the little communications equipment and stuff like that on it. If you guys want to see more of these types of buildings, definitely be sure to let me know down in the comments, because I would definitely be open to doing more of them. I thought this was a really fun project and would love to see some other really cool iconic buildings recreated in Minecraft. With that though, thank you all so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of the time lapse and the cinematic, and I will see you guys next time.